What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So today we are just going to be doing some bosses and rift bosses and scrolls. So what I wanted to talk about today was our plans for BDO in January, and wanted to say Happy New Year, everyone. It's actually the 2nd when you guys are seeing this, and hope you guys had a good one. Have a wonderful holiday. So our goals for January are basically going to be a little bit different this month, because I think it's actually going to be very difficult for me to make any sort of upgrade. And well, I have a few things I want to go for, but I'm curious to know what you guys want to see more of the things I'm about to list. So one of the few options is we can keep ordering costumes, and we'll just go for a Tet Fallen God or a Tet Labresca, whichever one, doesn't really matter. So whenever we save up enough costumes, you guys can see that throughout the month, and just basically whenever I get a costume, that's where it's going. Number 2 would be to buy a backup Tet Disto, and we might only get like 1, maybe 2 clicks of that this month in terms of what I could save, because I still have to buy it, and distos are like 25 billion now, which is kind of a lot actually. And then it's pretty much saving up 7.5 billion silver worth of cron stones, and who knows, that's like really just RNG of what I could get off the market. Or number 3, this is something that's actually like even more stressful. So what our goal is going to be is buying a Deboreka, or at least saving up enough money, because I know there's like one Tet Debo that gets listed pretty much like once every few days. So our goal is going to be to save up enough money for a Tet Debo, and then we're just gonna cron it, and we're probably only gonna be able to save up enough for like 1 click, if any. So basically this month will be a saving month for whatever we're going for, and or I don't know what else are we gonna go for. I think the one that's most exciting, and don't give me actual like gains right now, because I think actually now going for a Tet Fallen God or a Tet Labresca is like the more realistic goal. A Pen Debo would actually, like, honestly, even with Kudum now or the Black Star, like my AP is very solid even with both Kudum and Nuver. So I think realistically, if I want to practice more PvP at high end, I just need more survivability. And I know that like DP is basically a meme right now, and even people at like 450 DP are just getting melted. And if you're not evasion, then it's kind of not great. But the 4th option would be, I guess, pushing life skill gear. And if I were to get a pen butcher knife and a pen like Monos clothes, I could probably hit 2000 mastery and gathering like very consistently without having to work on too much stuff. So if I wanted to go for gear gains this month, like PvE and PvP, it would be pretty much just saving up crons and swinging for a Tet Labresca on a 5%, and it's probably not going to be great. But that also involves just saving up as much as I can. Ooh, a bronze key. What is that used for? Well, that's not great. Okay, so what else do we have? Man, Dimtree is like out of the way, and then the other bosses, the rift bosses I have, are just kind of on the other side. That looks close, but man, I don't want to. Let's just go do rift bosses because we get Capris out of it. So yeah, that's another thing we're going to be going for. So I don't buy Capris stones anymore, but when I grind, I get some. So whenever we get enough, I just keep putting Capris into my Nuver nowadays. Basically, the pen ornamental knot or offhand, the Black Star is basically a C20. So that's done. And so I just got to get C20 in my Nuver now. Or actually, I don't know. I think for basic offhands, it's C19. And the extra 20 is just what, 20 HP, which isn't saving you. So I think most people stop at like Capris 19 in their offhand if you have like a Nuver or Kudum. Or if you're just going for the AP parts of it, then Capris 14 for the 2 AP. So the way it works is a little bit weird. Like 3, 5, and 7 is like 3 is 1 DP, 5 is another DP, 7 is an AP, right? And then 10, 12, 14 is the same thing. So another DP, and AP. And then I think is 17 and 19 or something like that are 2 more DP. So yeah, like offhand brackets are a little bit weird. Either way, I think I just want more survivability. So pushing up more Capris into my Nuver, like one of the side goals, and just whenever I get it from grinding, we just dump those in there. And I know this month we're going to be doing another tier 10 Pegasus attempt, and that's probably going to fail. It's just I need to buy the materials and do the click, because we got the mythical feathers, which is the bottleneck for me. Everything else is just being able to get it off the market. So that kind of takes a little bit of time because I have to look up what I need. I don't just have it memorized. But yeah, I think, let me know what you guys would rather see more. Like, save up money. We might do like 1 pen disto click, or save up money to get a Tet Debo this month. And the pen click will probably be like in the next month or 2, because getting costumes, and I might not even get the Tet Debo, because that one's just RNG orders. Or we could just go life skills, because I think I actually want to try to start pushing gathering mastery more. And I can roughly get about like 1810 gathering mastery right now with what I have. And realistically, mine's only high because I have like Guru 16 gathering. So yeah, I can get 2000, but I just need a pen Monos clothes and pen butcher knife, which is actually not too bad. I could probably get it without problem. Nice. Extra AP against monsters. Oh, we got 3 of them now. I actually like to save these because I like putting them on my ults. And usually I would just melt most artifacts down. But having those on other characters I want to play is pretty nice. Also, next week, I believe, is when we get the new crystal system. So that's pretty exciting. I don't know how it works 100%. I've seen screenshots and I've seen a few videos trying to explain it, but until it like officially comes out, we'll just hold off. But basically, instead of having crystals in your armor, it's gonna have like an entire preset. So you can just have like a PvP one, a PvE one, life skill, well, not really life skill, but more or less a PvP, PvE, and yeah, good stuff. So I'm not sure how I'm gonna do it. Also, the one reason why, this is why I don't want to buy a pen Blackstar. It's like, dude, that's almost 200 billion. And I honestly have enough fail stacks. I have 3 245 ones. And I think I could just make it myself with a little bit of RNG. I could probably make it in under 200 billion. So let's actually calculate that. I think I would calculate or value a 245 stack at maybe like 20 billion. And then 25 billion for the TET disto. Another 7.5 per click, plus the 300 to buy a base disto. So about 32 to 33 billion a click. And then if it goes on attempt 1, I think it's like 50 billion total to make it. That's a lot, actually. Oh my god, when you actually think about it. You know what I could do at some point is I do have a narc, so let's see, what would I be with 1 and 1? If I use 1 narc and 1 disto, obviously like the DP would be more or less canceled out. I'd gain 1 DP but lose 3D or AP. And realistically, as long as you are above 309, this is late game talk, by the way. And if you are PvEing and you're above 309, you're doing fine. And if you're doing it for PvP, yeah, 309 generally is this soft cap, more or less, is what endgame players say. So who knows? Maybe I'll just swing on my main disto, but it's 100% cron. The only place I really feel a difference when I use double distos at high end, or actually no, the only place I don't use double distos is at Gyfin, because the extra comma damage I think actually outweighs the disto. So yeah, who knows? I might actually just save up enough crons, slam it on my main one, and hope for the best. Obviously, I'd be using a 245 stack, but YOLO. All right, what are we doing now? What are we doing? What does this do? Oh, wait. I think I did this yesterday, and then it gives you glittering pouch of fortune. I think that just gives you the 10-hour buff, like the life skill loot buff and whatnot. Also, we're saving up enough materials. I kind of want to start doing some swings on pen attempts for Mono's clothes, but then at the same time, I don't really. But yeah, we have a lot of stuff planned for January. Tier 10 attempts. One of the few goals that I had for before in terms of progress. Maybe some life skill gains. I might actually get this month. So I only have like TET tools, and well, this one's a try because I don't actually do it much. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go for like a few pen tools as well if I can. I think Butcher being the number 1. Next one being maybe I might actually go for a pen hoe. Monos. Let's see, how much are these while we're at it? Pen tool 10.5, not bad. Okay. Penho. Why is that so expensive? I don't actually know that many people that do lumbering. Like, I do believe lumbering is more XP than butchering, but overall, it's like very specific. You need to know what you're doing with your timbers for it to matter. Pen Monos Fluid Collector. 16 billion. That seems like one of those things that you kind of make yourself at this price. I don't even know what stack to use on pen tools these days. Probably like, I don't know, 160 and up. Maybe a 200. No, actually 200 is very high. Yeah, I think I would treat it like a pen boss gear. Click it on like a 170 to 180. Obviously, you only cron it. That's the way you enhance monos. Tools, that is. But yeah, we have a lot of cool, exciting stuff happening this month. I still have to decide what I want to do. I do think I want to actually save for cronstones, and I might YOLO swing on my disto. And worst comes to worst, well, this is actually a very high chance. If I swing on my main disto, it's gonna downgrade. Because every other accessory I cron, it like downgrades. Even Pride Deboreka's downgrade for me on a mega overstack. Fun game. But yeah, one of those things are gonna happen. So hopefully you will stick around and enjoy it. And I will see you guys later.